With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, trackside, once again. Race fans here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight, the Turn 5 Motorsports. Beef Jerky Unlimited, Reloptix.com. The series fires off for a little bit of rallycross action. That's right, Tuesday night rallycross right here from Daytona International Speedway. Beautiful sunny skies here in Daytona today. It's going to be a madhouse of a race. Drivers going to have to drift around the dirt portions and jump over one crested hill here tonight. We're going to put these drivers' abilities to the test. How you doing? How you feeling out there in TV Land, race fans? Glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave of the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside. And speaking of trackside, we can see some drivers out on the track turning in their qualifying times. Qualifying already underway, 2 minutes rolling off of the stopwatch. Drivers are going to have Looks to be about 2 minutes left remaining here in qualifying to set themselves up for a starting position for the heat racing coming up at you shortly here. 7 laps in each heat race tonight. I believe we're going to have 2 separate heat races before tonight's 12-lap feature event. It's going to be a crazy night. Will we see a fresh face to victory lane once again? Or will we see a familiar face capture his second checkered flag of the season? We've got some heavy hitters here tonight. Sheldon Fiddick, Rolfan, BC Voigt, as well as Tommy D, all previous race winners, all looking for a second checkered flag here this season. So as the music is going to begin to slowly fade away into the background, the time ticks away off of the stopwatch. And quick time belongs to Kevin Muller, front of the field in his V-Dub. The number 12 machine going to lay down the fast time. 41.06 is the provisional pole. So what do you say we go ahead and show you that over there to the left-hand side of your screen? Let you try to find your favorite driver and where they're going to start in their particular heat race. Still 3 drivers yet to put in a time lap, but it's going to be hard-pressed for Frenchie, Steve Law, or Jimbo to put their Subarus out on track and lay down a fast enough time to dethrone the men at the front of this field. Kevin Muller absolutely flying lap. Sheldon Fiddick right there. As always, Rolfan fast again in his number 60 Ford Festiva. I believe that's a Festiva, maybe a Focus. I believe it's the Festiva, though. And man, we do have all 3 rallycross cars in tonight's field. So a mixture of cars throughout the season, heading from open wheel, old school Indy cars into Pro 4 stadium trucks, ARCA cars, Tour modifieds, even right here to these rallycross cars. So drivers testing their abilities all season long, and drivers switching and swapping manufacturers weekly as well. So it's a big mixed up bags here on Tuesday night with the Beef Jerky Unlimited. Reloptix.com. Turn 5 Motorsports season. A little bit of a silly season for these drivers. Everybody out there having fun, getting the job done. And with just a handful of seconds remaining here in qualifying, it doesn't look like anybody's going to do anything to Muller, and Muller will take the provisional pole here tonight. So things going to get set up and ready to go for your heat racing action coming at you here in just a few moments. So I tell you what, while we've got some time, let's go ahead and wish everybody out there watching, everybody out there joining us, all the fans, friends, family, sponsors, a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays. Hope everybody stays safe and hope everybody gets what they want or what they think. You understand. Hope everybody has a fun time. And we'll catch up with you after the New Year's. After tonight's race, though, we've got to kick things off here in the Rallycross cars at Daytona. Rallycross, it's the long course. 8 laps here in heat race number 17. Drivers gonna head to the starting lane. And I tell you what, why don't we go ahead and get a little closer, because these guys are going to kick this thing off fast. It's going to get going very quickly, trying to get a good starting vantage point. Here we go, lights ready to go out. Starting grid looks a little something like this. Pole sitter inside row number 1. Rolfan just to his outside. Paul Dillon and Chad Ritzelman back in row number 2. Row 3, Tommy D and Jason Brumet and Jimbo will round out the 7-car field here in heat race number 1. Engines roar to life, and away we go. Standing start, and drivers jumping out already. Drag race down into turn number 1. Outside lane prevailing right now. Rolfan getting after it. Into the dirt for the first time, jump in the lip a little bit, hitting that turtle. Tommy D and that Beef Jerky Unlimited. Number 86 with a good run here, up 2 positions already, looking for a third. Rolfan with a little bit of a slip up, and Tommy D is all over him. Seven-lap heat races. We do apologize. We misspoke earlier. And how about the run right there for Muller? He's going to take the top spot, or keep the top spot, I should say, as they come around the final corner. Oh, heavy on the brakes, and Tommy D and Paul Dillon going to get to that together. Tommy hot on the brakes, locking up the tires, and oh boy, Rolthan along for the ride here. He's going to give up that second position and all. He may give up more. Here comes Jason Rumey into the picture, and Rumey going to grab a spot away. Jimbo up over the hill, almost T-boning. Oh my goodness. Heat race number 1. Crazy action already here tonight from Daytona International Speedway, the Rallycross course. Back to the front of the field. Kevin Mueller with the field in hand. Everybody chasing after him, but he's got himself 2.5 second advantage. We'll get that time in scoring. Over to the left-hand side of your screen, there you can see right there, as Mueller continues to head off into the sunset. Lay down fast times, quickest lap here in heat race number 1, 42.21, turned in by right here. Man on screen in the Umberto number 12, the V-dub, front of the field. As a matter of fact, all of these front runners right now. Paul Dillon right here in that 113. He's also sporting the Volkswagen emblems. Jason Rumey in third in the GoPro of Volkswagen machine, the 87. Getting the job done here. Rolthan back in fourth. Tommy D trying to recover, back in fifth position. Will cross the line this time around. Driver's going to have 4 laps to try to pick up some positions, trying to give themselves a little better starting spot in tonight's feature event. 12 laps. Here comes the Joker lap by Jason Rumey. He's going to take the Joker lap the inside. Not really going to gain any time here. So unfortunately, Rumey not able to use that Joker lap to his advantage. He's going to stay right behind Rolthan, who's now running in third. Oh, and Rumey has trouble and into the safer barrier, and here we go. Rolthan going to make his way around without any problems through his Joker lap. And he's going to gain a ton of time right there doing that one. Kevin Mueller going to put in even faster time running his Joker lap. Last time around a 41.50. Now the fast time of the evening. Race leader absolutely checking out here. 2 laps to go when we cross the line, this time by fast-paced racing action coming at you here tonight from Daytona International Speedway. Jimbo going to move out of the way. The 45 Subaru machine having a little bit of issues here tonight. Looks to be a little bit off power, though. Trying to get that thing fixed up during heat race number 2 so he can roll off for tonight's feature event. Making it look easy at the front. Popsicle sticks on display for your pole sitter. Showing the way here in heat race number 1. Inside of that, Umberto's number 12, Volkswagen. Kevin Mueller getting the job done. Just about a lap and a half remaining for him to capture his heat race win. Rolthan rounding out the podium drivers. Jason Rumey able to hold on to that 4th position. Tommy D back in 5th. Jimbo gonna fall 1 lap down, and unfortunately it looks like Chad Renselman not able to make the grid here for heat race number 1, so he will start, oh my goodness, he will start deep in the field. Wow, that got crazy. Let's go back. Let's see this one right here. Taking a look at Jimbo, trying to find out what happened here. Oh, and Jimbo going to go around, and it's going to cause some mayhem and havoc from there on out. We'll jump back live with your race leader. Front of the field, around the back side of the course. Paul Dillon all over him. The trouble in front of your race leader has brought Paul Dillon right into the mix, and here he is battling for that top spot. Will he be able to get him? Checkered flag going to fly this time around. Through the final corner we go. And your pole sitter, Kevin Mueller, going to be able to hang on to that race lead. Job well done by the man in that number 12 machine. Great job by him and his entire crew. And we'll jump a little bit back away from the racetrack as we get set for heat race number 2 here in just a short few moments. Still getting after in his cool down lap. Mueller not wanting to relinquish that top spot, but unfortunately track officials going to say, get on out of here. You can't stay on the track any longer. We got to fire things off for heat race number 2. So what do you say we jump back trackside once again? Heat race number 2 ready to roll off. Your starting grid looks a little something like this. Sheldon Fittick will roll off on that inside row. Vault right beside him, Cristiano and Trotter. And third and fourth, fifth place in the starting grid, the 420 of James Schultz, Steve Law, and Frenchie will round out this 7-car heat race. As the lights getting ready to go out, driver's going to get ready to nail that loud pedal. Lights go on, lights out, green flag flies here at the Rallycross course in Daytona. They come together at the front, 2-3 cars making contact back across the track, and up and over goes Voigt. The 420 catches a ride. Flipping, rumbling, stumbling, bumbling right there into each other. Oh my goodness, big mayhem front of the field. Vault, Schultz, all with trouble. Meanwhile, front of the pack inside the fast Ford Festiva, Tommy Cristiano holding on to the race lead for the moment. Gonna clip the turtles right here coming through the S section. Back down into the final corner. Cristiano leading Steve Trotter. Sheldon Fittick now back to third. Vault gonna have big time troubles and fall back to fourth. James Schultz in fifth. Frenchie in sixth, and Steve Law final driver in line here in this 7-car heat race number 2. But the Beef Jerky Unlimited, Reloptix.com. Turn 5 Motorsports season. Not a lot of battles to bring you, so what do you say we jump on board here with a few drivers? Let's take a look. Let's take a look back here. Sheldon Fittick, and oh, like the broadcaster's curse, right on cue. Sheldon Fittick gonna go around big time trouble here for Fittick. He's gonna have to get it righted and headed back onto the racing surface. Meanwhile, we'll jump to Steve Trotter, front of the field, taking a look from inside the cockpit behind the wheel. You can see the troubles and mayhem all around. The 420 of James Schultz has more trouble. And he's going to fall one lap down to your race leader, Steve Trotter, right here trying to work his way up to Tommy Cristiano, just not able to quite get there just yet. Gap only 1 second. Can Trotter somehow find a way to walk away with heat race number 1? Whoa, that got really close. A big battle front of the field, up over the jump and into the hard left and right-handers. Gonna switch the racing surface here. Driver's gonna put the power down, coming out of the dirt into a quick left-hand flick. And then back to the right side, hairpin corner into the dirt surface again, giving these drivers a ton of opportunity to really excel in multiple different facets of racing. Rallycross racing, one of the more unique styles of racing, in my opinion. You gotta know how the car works and how to drive on asphalt, but you also gotta know how to blow the power back and how to throw the thing around in the dirt. But something that could really go a long way is those jumps. If you don't land those things right, you can find yourself bottoming out pretty quickly, damaging the engine and being out of the race. So a lot of different aspects going into play here with Rallycross racing. Back through the final back side of the track. Tommy Cristiano still holding on to the race lead. Steve Trotter, man on screen. The 010 Budweiser machine. Oh, thought about it. Just barely got into that Joker lap lane. And again, we see it here in heat race number 2. Drivers taking the Joker lap. They are not gaining the time that we would think that they're able to pick up by utilizing that shorter course. We'll have to wait to see what race leader Tommy Cristiano does. He's got to hit that Joker lap before the end of the race. Only 2 laps remaining here, 1 to go this time around. So look to see Cristiano throw his 58 Ford Festiva down into the Joker lap lane. Where's he go this time around? No, he's going to stick it to the high side. That's going to mean he's going to have to Oh, well, I do apologize. No, we're hearing word. Yes, indeed. Cristiano has taken his Joker lap already. So as the white flag flies, a final lap here in heat race number 2. Tommy Cristiano showing the way. Steve Trotter right there in second. BC Vault back into a podium position, able to come back and grab third away from Sheldon Fiddick, who falls to fourth. Fiddick dropping 3 positions from where he started heat race number 2, and that's going to put him deep in the field for the feature event. Around the final corner for the final time here in heat race number 2, and Tommy Cristiano gonna capture the flag. Checkered flag flies for Tommy Cristiano. Steve Trotter gonna walk away second. Vault back in third. Fiddick fourth. James Schultz in fifth. So what a ride, what a run here in your 2 heat races to begin tonight's event at Daytona International Speedway, the Rallycross course, kicking things off for you. What a night already here from Daytona. A little interesting look there at everybody walking away with heat race wins. As we're going to go to I believe this is going to be the B main. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. I believe this is going to be the B main, so we'll wait for drivers to all hit their starting positions as the lights go on. We're ready to fire things off here. In your B main. Lights are on. Here we go. Waiting for it, and on the gas. Green flag flies here, and oh, around goes the 58 of Cristiano. Tommy Cristiano gonna go around. Rule Than gonna take the top spot now. Sheldon Fiddick up into the third. Big trouble for the 420 and more contact. The 420 gets caught up. The 58 of Cristiano all but wiped out. Big time trouble here. Front of the field. Rule Than walking away with this thing now. Has himself about a 2-second advantage over Sheldon Fiddick and Tommy D already. Drivers going to be battling for the B main. Checkered flag. There you can see already those gaps already showing up at the front of the field. The closest battle on track right now belongs to Tommy D and Sheldon Fiddick. They're going to go at it, second and third. A little bit of a ways back, you can find that 944 of Chad Renselman. Renselman on track here for the C main. We apologize. No, we're hearing word in our ears right now. It's the C main. We're going to have one more B main event before we fire things off for tonight's feature event. 12 laps going to be the feature event here tonight from Daytona International Speedway, the Rallycross course, hosting tonight's Beef Jerky Unlimited. Turn 5 Motorsports, Reloptix.com. Rallycross race back across the line. 7 laps remaining. Tommy D front of the field now. Rule Than with some issues. Than gonna have some problems. We'll go back. We'll check the replay. Let's see what happened to Than. And oh, never good when you go upside down. Sir, that is not a parking spot. You cannot stay there. Rule Than, big trouble after hitting the turtle shell. As we go back live at the front of the field, Tommy D now showing the way. Sheldon Fiddick 2.5 seconds back from him. Field wetland spread out here in this C main event. Tell you what, why don't we go, one of my favorite camera shots is this one right here. Let's go on board, take a look back at the drivers out there running these beautiful onboard camera shots, these action shots brought to you by all the guys and girls back there at the Turn 3 Racing Network. We do appreciate all the hard work behind the scenes, but more importantly, we appreciate each and every one of you tuning in here tonight, watching tonight's race from Daytona International Speedway. As drivers tackle the Rallycross course, you can see right behind Tommy D, that is Rule Than. Than listed 1 lap down. Let's go back on board with the man sitting on pit lane, Chad Renselman. It looks like his race going to come to an end. So a handful of our onboard camera shots, unfortunately, not going to see their full potential as Renselman on pit road. Rule Than now going to take that inside Joker lap, trying to get a position or two here, trying to see if he can't get himself back on the lead lap. Close racing here between your race leader and some lap cars. Rule Than doing everything he can to try to get himself back onto the lead lap. And oh, big trouble for Tommy D. Oh my gosh. Tommy Cristiano, I believe that may have been Cristiano. No, that is Jason Roumet. That is up and around and over. Oh my gosh. 4 laps to go, guys. Do we have time to go back? Do we have, or we're getting a thumbs up? We got that one queued up as well. Let's go back here. Let's see what happened to Roumet. Trouble for Roumet. Trouble for James Schultz. They're going to try to get the ship righted. We'll go back, take one more look. Let's see what happened here. My goodness. One more time. Just a lot of drivers having a lot of issues here early. There's an earlier incident. A lot of stuff to go back over, and we'll jump right back to the front of the field. Your top 2 stepping away. Tommy D out to a 3.6 second advantage. There's that Tommy, and scoring in only Sheldon Fittig left on the lead lap with him here. In the C main, we're going to move 2 more drivers through to the feature event. This is going to be some crazy action here. I'm telling you what, the B main coming up in just 2 short laps. Drivers going to be laying down the gauntlet here tonight, trying I want to say trying to assert themselves as the Rallycross King. This is going to be the final time we are in these Rallycross cars and at the Rallycross courses here for these Turn 5 Motorsports drivers. So this is the final time to show what you can do in these cars. And for now, a handful of drivers moving on, a handful of drivers still trying to work themselves into a good feature event starting spot. Tommy D going to see the white flag fly as everybody chases after him. Sheldon Fittig only 1 in striking distance, but he is still 1.2 seconds back. Heavy traffic in front of Tommy D, but it looks like he will hold on. For the C main, checkered flag. He's going to walk away with the checkered flag and move himself to the inside of row number 3. Your top 4 positions are already settled through your Heat 1 and Heat 2. And that's going to do it. That's going to be it. Tommy D going to take that top spot here in the C main. Now we're going to jump back away from the track just a little bit, get things set up and ready to go for the next event. And just like that, drivers going to set the field. We're going to set this field up, and we're going to just go ahead and get ready to go. Green flag racing here in just a few short minutes. So I tell you what, race fans, we're going to jump to a quick commercial break and then head trackside for the national anthem. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
so proudly railed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and their rackets regular, their boats bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And we do apologize for the little technical glitch right there, but back trackside after the national anthem as drivers get ready to start tonight's race. We're going to have 10 drivers vying for the spots at the top of the podium as you see drivers already making their way to the starting grid. You can hear those bells begin to ring in the background. You know the sounds. You know it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup for the feature event. 12 laps of hardcore rallycross racing action. Kevin Mueller will walk away and lead to the green flag, and just like that, we're going to jump right to it. Let's chop this music on out and let's get right to the action in front of the field. BC Vault going to take that top spot away from the Alberto number 12 machine. Big trouble here. The 115 going to go up and around the 113 of Paul Dillon with trouble. He's going to be turtled on the side. Oh my goodness. Paul Dillon, DC Vault going at it. Kevin Mueller. Or I apologize, Paul Dillon has to head to pit road here, take a tow truck around. So Vault and Mueller going at it for the top spots, coming through the backside of the course, through the S's. More trouble out there. Looks like Steve Trotter and James Schultz have some issues. Both Trotter and Schultz will fall deep through this field. One driver not able to make the starting grid. Looks like Jimbo going to push his the Subaru back behind pit wall, so that's already going to be 3 drivers out of tonight's race. So big trouble here for 3 drivers early as we drop that timing and scoring over there to the left-hand side of your screen. Fast man in qualifying. Fast in his heat race, walked away with the checkered flag in heat race number 1. Kevin Mueller now looking to chase down race leader BC Vault, who's out to a good jump up 3 positions from where he started tonight's 12-lap feature event from Vault, starting to walk away already 3.5 seconds out front of Mueller. Big gap back to 3rd place runner inside of, oh my goodness, that was pretty close. Tommy D. Looks like he had a little bit of issues coming up over the hill there. The Beef Jerky Unlimited, Reloptix.com. Number 86 machine going to give up the position to Sheldon Fiddick. Still sporting those familiar sponsors on his 41. The Subaru, and there you can see Fiddick making his way back onto the asphalt, make his way around the S's and down into the final corner. Fiddick looking to have a good finish here tonight. Gonna look around. I tell you what why don't we give you one of the onboard camera shots? This is probably one of my favorite camera shots here. Our turn 3 gyro cam. Let's jump on board here right around the track with Sheldon Fittick for a moment and just see what it is these drivers go through. Steady hands but busy on the wheel. You can see those windshield wipers being employed, doing their job, keeping the windshield clean for Fittick to see down into the final corner. You can hear him onto the brakes. This is probably going to be one of my favorite aspects of the entire lap here. See him juking and jiving up over the hill. Oh, has a little bit of a rough landing into the safer barrier. Man, I'm telling you, the broadcaster's curse is real. Big hit there. Big hit for, I believe that may be James. No, that is not James Schultz. I don't know. I'm not sure who that was. Possibly Renselman. Yes, it is Chad Renselman with some trouble. Sheldon Fittick going to get caught up once again. And we'll head back to the front. Kevin Muller still sits in that second position inside of this Umberto's. Oh, buddy. And he's going to have more trouble. Muller going to go around. Broadcaster curse. Not pulling any punches here tonight. Let's see BC Vault race leader closing in on lap traffic. Forward 20 of James Schultz. Gonna fall one lap down. That's gonna leave us with only 5 drivers left on the lead lap. Look at the man in front right there. Inside of that 41 machine, Sheldon Fittick was battling second and third. Now battling, scratching, fighting for all it's worth just to stay on the lead lap after early woes here tonight from Daytona International Speedway. From looking to secure a spot on the podium to looking just to secure a spot on the lead lap, Sheldon Fittick now under fire. Race leader BC Vault looks down to the inside of the racetrack and will put Fittick a 1 lap down, so that's going to leave us with just 5 laps remaining with 4 drivers left on the lead lap. Vault not pulling any punches. He is hammered down right here front of the field over a 17-second advantage over Kevin Muller. My goodness. Vault is in another zip code. I think he's almost to Volusia. We'll run back through the field. Let's highlight your lead lap drivers. BC Vault right here, front of the field, up 3 positions from where he started tonight's feature event from. And by the time he got to the backside of the track, he was in the race lead and just began to stretch his legs from there, keeping the car clean. Front of the field, BC Vault shows the way. Driver right behind him. 17, almost 18 seconds back. Your pole sitter, your Heat 1 winner, fast inside of that Umberto's number 12 machine, but unfortunately Muller has some issues and has some troubles and puts himself way back from your race leader, but a fine night looking to walk away with the podium here inside of his number 12 Umberto's Volkswagen machine. Muller sits in second. Good run, looking at a podium finish here for the man inside of the Beef Jerky Unlimited, Reloptix.com Ford Festiva. That's Tommy D. Delago right here, rounding out your podium positions up 2 spots from where he started tonight's race. Roll Than going at it with him. Than gonna have some troubles getting into that final corner, and oh my goodness, Tommy D flips it over. That's going to give that 3rd spot to Roll Than. They were going at it, and Tommy going to overstep and hit one of those turtle shells and launch himself up sideways and onto the safer barriers. And tough break here at the end of the night for Tommy D. Tommy going to lose a lap out of this one here. It's going to be a battle now between Tommy and Sheldon for who walks away with 4th position. Rolf Than now up to third, and he is your final driver on the lead lap, up 6 positions from where he qualified. So biggest mover of the race right here inside of that number 60 machine. But the man of the moment, man of the hour, white flag flies. Final lap at the front of the field for Vault. He's going to come around the backside of the course and handedly walk away with the checkered flag here tonight from Daytona International Super Speedway, the rally cross course. These drivers giving it absolutely all they got and coming through the S's for the final time towards the checkered flag. One more corner to go. BC Vault looking to get that rock star energy. Ford Fast Team in a victory lane, and there it is. Checkered flag flies. Vault walks away with the race win here at the Rally Cross course, and that's going to put a second win to the side of Vault's name. What a run, what a night here for BC and his entire Rockstar Energy crew. Kevin Mueller going to walk away in second, and Rolf Than finishes it out the podium here tonight. So a good recovery from Than there after trouble in his heat race. He worked his way up to a podium position here at the end of tonight's feature event. With that being said, race fans, we're going to step back away from the track, head to a quick commercial break, and then straight into your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And back trackside at the conclusion of tonight's race right here from Daytona International Super Speedway Rally Course racing coming to an end. There we go. We can spin it out. I promise you we can get this thing done. I promise I know how to speak English. But anyways, we'll jump right into your post-race interviews. Let's see if we can grab a word or two with the man that walked away with the final spot on the podium tonight. Let's see if we can't dial up our good friend inside of his number 60 Ford Festiva. Rule Than, it's Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, and I'd have bet good money I wouldn't be talking to you tonight.
I believe earlier in the season in one of our earlier talks, you had mentioned, rallycross course isn't necessarily your cup of tea, but somehow, some way, you fought through that C main and then into this feature event. 6 positions gained, man. How did you get it done?
Other people went backwards, I think. I kept watching that turtle that had turned me over twice, and I didn't hit it that last in the main.
It's always good not to hit the turtles. I mean, in these cars right here, they can be a little bit of I don't want to necessarily say a launching pad, but pretty much.
Oh, they're a handful.
Well, this is the final time we're going to visit the rally course in the rallycross cars. So now, looking back, now that this is out of the picture, how you feeling about heading back into these things once again next season? And what race looking forward from here are you most so looking forward to? Are you looking to get back in those ARCA machines or maybe those stadium trucks? Which vehicle are you looking to jump back in after the new year?
Definitely going to feel more comfortable in the ARCA car, but I forget what track it is. I remember looking at it going, it's not one of my better tracks. So it's going to be a rough road to try to catch Sheldon. He's so far advanced in all these tracks. So in the points, it's going to be a really tough battle. I gained a point on him maybe tonight, so we'll see.
Yeah, still a little bit of ways to go. We're going to be hitting Martinsville in the ARCA cars when we hit the track once again January 3rd, I do believe it. So Martinsville, a little bit of a tough track, but I believe those ARCA machines can handle it. Rule, congratulations on yet another podium finish here this season. Before we let you go, you know the rundown, you know the drill, so we're going to step back, and the mic is yours.
Yeah, I want to thank Beef Jerky Unlimited. I had a good race there with Tommy D there at the end. He's just great beef jerky. Y'all go check it out, beefjerkyunlimited.com. And also Reloptix is inserts for your VR headset. Great company. Check them out. And I want to thank Turn 3 Racing Network and all the broadcasting and you, Dave. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Well, Rule, we do appreciate the kind words. Before we let you go, one last thing. Have yourself a Merry Christmas, a safe, happy holidays, and then we'll try to catch up with you as quick as we can in the new year. Until then, my man, as always, stay safe and keep it fast.
Yep. Merry Christmas, Dave.
All right, there you go. At Rule Than, self-admittedly, didn't think he would get there tonight, but here you go. Nonetheless, sometimes it's better to be lucky than quick, and Rule Than gonna find a way to gain those 6 spots and get himself into a podium finish here tonight. And with that, we're gonna jump up a little bit further in the running order. What do you say we go visit the man that finished in second here tonight, walked away with the pole position, but finishes second in the feature event? Let's see if we can dial up the man inside of that number 12 Umberto's machine. Kevin, it's Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Dave.
Hey, man, how you doing? How you feeling after a good solid run here tonight? A good finish, and you're going to walk away with a second here tonight. I know it's not quite what you wanted, but still got to feel pretty good about how you finished out the night.
Yeah, I guess not too bad. This is kind of a surprise to run here tonight. I wasn't planning on it, and I've never run this track before. I've run these cars, and I've got an A license in this category, but yeah, I've never run this track before or in this league. So just to be able to see BC's tailpipe for a couple laps was pretty good accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean a lot of great racing for you inside of that 12 machine here tonight. You dominated in heat race number one. Just had a little bit of a rough go here in the feature event. You came up just a little bit short, but nothing to hang your head about. I do believe this is your debut race here with the Turn 5 Motorsports drivers on Tuesday night. So congratulations on a great debut. After the New Year's, though, we're going to be switching things up. These drivers are going to be heading into the ARCA cars at Martinsville, followed by the stadium trucks at the Wild West course. Are we going to see you back on track in the new year?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to make as many races as I can. Schedule permitting. Adult life just kind of does take all the time you got. So, but I do enjoy this. So, any free nights I have, I'll be racing and hope to make all the broadcast races.
Absolutely. Well, I know real life events take precedence, and especially adulthood. Responsibilities. We all hate them, but we all got them, and they all come first. So we do understand that standpoint here, Kevin. And whenever you do make it to the track, we look forward to seeing you once again. Hopefully, we can talk to you at the end of one of these things, maybe one more position from where you finished here tonight. But nonetheless, before we let you go, Kevin, would you like to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the race shop?
Yeah, I mean, just echo what everybody else has been saying. We really appreciate our sponsors, Tommy D and Beef Jerky Unlimited and Reloptix. Without them, we wouldn't have these broadcast races to run, and we really appreciate that. Again, thank you to all my friends and family that support me, that watch these races. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. I'm probably going to be off the grid for a couple of weeks here where I'm going to be traveling, so no racing for me, but I look forward to getting back on track after the first.
Well, Kevin, we do wish you a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas and safe travels in your journeys. And we hope to see you back soon. And we hope to catch up when you do return trackside. But until then, my man, stay safe, keep it fast, and have yourself a wonderful holiday season.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Dave.
All right, there you have it from the man himself inside of this number 12 machine. Kevin Mueller gonna walk away with the second position here tonight, and that's gonna move us right along to the man that walked away with the checkered flag here tonight. Had to do a little bit of work to get the job done, but at the end of the night, walked away with a race win by a landslide, really, head and shoulders above the field here tonight, taking the checkered flag in the feature event. BC, you got a copy?
Yeah. Sorry, I just fell asleep.
I hear you. Well, you couldn't fall asleep behind the wheel. You were too busy being one heck of a wheelman here. Over a 17-second advantage at the end of tonight's race. Man, gotta feel good to capture that checkered flag in a Rockstar Energy machine nonetheless.
Yeah, this Rockstar Energy GBC tires Vagisil machine just got me to the finish line. It was running smooth thanks to my crew chief, Ben Jr. He just had this car all dialed in for me, so pretty much I just had to sit back and let it do its thing.
Well, you walked away, or you started the feature event back, I believe it was in fourth position here. So how were you able to work your way to first? And once you did, as we've already said here tonight, you just absolutely set sail. So how were you able to get there to begin with?
I got a pretty good light coming off, and I got right on Sheldon's tail, I believe, and he went a little wide. So we were both inside to turn one. So he went a little wide. I was able to get underneath him right there at turn one, and then I pretty much pulled away a little bit and then hit the Joker lap my first time around just so I could separate myself and relax a little bit, and just never look back. Great start and great car.
Yeah, absolutely separated yourself with that jumping out on the Joker lap on your first lap. I think you caught a few drivers off guard by jumping to it that quick as well. And it looked like that was the winning strategy. Obviously, we're talking to you in victory lane. So not just a race win here tonight, but your second on the season, I do believe. So you got to feel good about that. Very few drivers have been able to visit victory lane twice so far this season. But now that we're done with the rally cross courses, how are you feeling over these final few weeks? As we're going to jump into different cars once again, we're going to be heading into the ARCA machines, the stadium trucks, and then back to the open wheel USF 2000s out of these next 3 weeks. What chances you giving yourself? How you see this thing going to the end of the season?
Road course and off-road's my background, so anything with dirt, I'm pretty confident. I'm, always a top 5 guy there. Let's see, Formula cars, road course, I feel confident there. ARCA cars, I'm with the NASCAR stuff, I get a little too excited wearing my tires out early, so I'm not quite as confident there. But yeah, I got a pretty decent chance to do all right.
Well, we do wish you the best moving forward into the new year. That's when we're going to rejoin the track January 3rd. We'll get back to action in 2023, but not going to take anything away from your dominating performance here tonight in the checkered flag race winning performance. Second win of the season, as we've already said. So before we hand to the mic and let you thank all those sponsors and fans out there watching everywhere, we want to make sure we wish you a happy holiday, a Merry Christmas, and a safe passage into the new year. So again, congratulations on the checkered flag, and the mic is yours.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I want to thank Tommy, D, and Sheldon for putting this league together, and Beef Jerky Unlimited and Reloptix, and my sponsors, Rockstar, GBC, Vagisil, my crew, Ben Jr., and also want to thank the Worn Out Racers for providing years of entertainment. This sim stuff is awesome. And hey, my son hit me up, said that your stream's pretty badass, and this is what he does. So nice work, man.
Well, tell him I appreciate it. I know everybody else out there, they always like to give me compliments, and I'm always very humble at it. I think I still have a lot of room for improvement. So tell him I do appreciate it. If he drops me a line sometime, I'll come check his stuff out, and maybe down the road we can possibly do a little something together. We'll have to see how that all goes and how it all works out. But again, tell him very graciously from myself and everybody back behind the scenes, we do appreciate those kind words. And again, BC, congratulations, second checkered flag of the season, and we'll try to catch up with you in the new year. Until then, stay safe and keep it fast.
Bang, bang, skeet, skeet.
There you go. Final words from the 94. Bang, bang, skeet, skeet. He gonna walk away with some heat right here. Checkered flag. Gonna go on the wall for Vault 94 Rockstar crew. What a job, what a run here tonight from Daytona International Super Speedway. That's going to do it for us for this year. 2022 going to come to a close with a checkered flag at the Rally Cross course. What a job here tonight by all of the drivers. Do want to give a big shout out to our main sponsors here on Tuesday night. Big shout out to BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Still have that discount code in effect. You can find the link right down in the description down below. Click on that link, head right on over, get yourself some great beef jerky. Maybe chicken jerky's your thing. They got that too. They've got some great flavors. Use the code TURN5, all caps TURN5. Once again, at checkout, save yourself a little bit of money. So a big shout out to everybody over at BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Next on the list, Reloptix.com. If you wear corrective lenses, if you need help seeing a little bit better, as we all do when we get a little bit older. I've got my glasses on right now. But if you're racing in those VR machines, it doesn't matter which headset. Reloptix.com can help your comfort and vision. Great accessories and add-ons. Snap-on, very easy, quick, changeable. They got you covered for all your corrective lens needs in your VR machines. That's Reloptix.com. What a race, what a night here tonight from Daytona International Super Speedway. And as you can already hear the producers hitting those buttons in the background, letting us know it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results from the Rallycross course. Taking the checkered flag, front of the field, BC Vault walks away with his second win of the year. Kevin Muller right there in second. Rolthan going to find a way to gain 6 positions and walk away as the final driver on the podium here tonight. Then going to finish in third. Sheldon Fiddick has some troubles in tonight's feature event in the 41, going to fall back to 4th. Chad Renselman back in 5th. 6th place tonight belongs to the 420 machine of James Schultz. Tommy D, rough go. At the end of tonight's race, he's going to hit a turtle and flip on over the 86 BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Sponsored Ford Fest. Even going to walk away with 7th. Steve Trotter back in 8th. Paul Dillon, early trouble here tonight. He's going to high-side it up against the tire barrier in the 113. Will finish in 9th. Jimbo will round out the 10 cars in tonight's feature event. So that's going to be it for the final time here in 2022. We do want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and a happy, safe holidays. If you haven't already, show these drivers some love and appreciation. Let them know you enjoy what they do week in, week out, right here with us on the Turn 3 Racing Network. So again, if you haven't already, go ahead, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Drop these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side of your screen. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. So from myself, Dave of the Cave, and everybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you each and every time you stop by. Have yourselves a safe and happy Merry Christmas. Have yourself a wonderful new year. Stay safe out there. World's getting crazy. We're in a great time to live, though. We're going to head to 2023. With those final words, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.